Yes, boys, before we get into the predictions video this week, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who watched my last match day vlog. I was actually buzzing that it got to that amount of views. I don't know when the time of posting it, how many views it'll be on, but currently at the time of filming it is Monday night right now, and it is on 2.5k. So I'm absolutely buzzing about that. Thank you. If you haven't watched it, go check it out because it's a quality one. But yeah, anyway, on to the video. Right, so last week, yeah, me and Bob picked up a total of 24 and 23 points. I was in the lead by 1 point, yeah. And this week we have done absolutely diabolically. I'll be honest, like they ain't looking good for us, to be honest. So I'll drop the scores on the screen below. These are the total scores. I'm 3 points ahead. I'm on 48 and Bob's on 40. I'm on 38 and Bob's on 35. But yeah, anyway, hopefully we can get a better week in. I thought this week was going to be RL, but it's not. Anyway, I'll stop chatting anyway. Let's just get on with the predictions. Chelsea Fulham, 12:30 on a Saturday. There will be a match day vlog for that. No worries about it. But yeah, I've been toying with 1-0 and 2-1, but I've gone for 1-0 Chelsea. I think we'll just hold it out, to be honest. Yeah, I think we're just better than Fulham by many ways. And yeah, I think it'll be like João Pedro or something. He'll get like a corner goal. I don't think it'll be a great game to watch, to be honest, but I think we will just nick it 1-0. I think we'll score in the first half and just hold it out. But yeah, that's how I see that game going, to be honest. Last week, I actually thought that West Ham might have a chance against us, but they are absolutely awful. But we'll talk about them in a minute on their game, shall we?
So, game week 3 predictions. Start off with half 12 game on Chelsea v Fulham. I'm going to say Chelsea 3-1 win. I think Chelsea look good against West Ham. I mean, anyone can, but it's still not easy to score 5, if you know what I mean. And Esteval looked good. I enjoy watching him, so I hope he starts again, if you know what I mean. Well, I just wish he wouldn't play because he actually is pretty good. João Pedro played well as well. And Fulham looked better in the second half against United, to be fair. First half, I thought United were the better team, but I don't think they have enough to beat Chelsea.
Man United versus Burnley, 3 PM kickoff. Obviously, Man United, they drew 1-1 with Fulham, and Burnley actually picked up their first 3 points of the season against Sunderland at home. I didn't expect them to win it, to be honest. They actually did look decent, I thought, anyway. I mean, Sunderland actually is a pretty decent side, in my opinion, anyway. So, yeah, fair play to Burnley for picking up 3 points there. But Man United, I think they will just be better than them. I mean, Cunha did look really good, I thought, anyway, on Sunday. So I've gone 2-0 Man United against Burnley. I think Cunha will pick up both goals. Just an early little prediction. I've put him in my FPL this week. Obviously, Saka's injured, so yeah.
United v Burnley. I'm going to go 2-0 United. Still, Burnley ain't going to be good enough to beat United, but United still need something. I still don't think they're going to have a good season, but at the moment don't seem to the levels, if you know what I mean, at the moment to still be good enough to compete maybe for top 4, if you know what I mean, where United should be.
Right, Sunderland versus Brentford. I've gone for 1-1. Obviously, Brentford, they shocked me. I predicted them to lose 4-1 at home to Villa last week, and obviously they're beaten 1-0. Villa obviously had a shocking start to the season. They have a lot, and they. But yeah, Sunderland, I think at home, I think the stadium will be really loud again. I can just see it being 1-0. Maybe Sunderland. I think this game could go anyway, to be honest. I think it was a really hard one to predict, so I've just gone 1-0, to be honest. Obviously, Ouattara scored on his debut for Brentford. Big goal for him, but yeah, we'll see how he does in the coming weeks, innit? I don't really know much about him, to be honest. Obviously, he's come from Bournemouth, innit? But yeah, fair play to him. Anyway.
Sunderland v Brentford. It's a weird one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sunderland win. I think the home crowd will help. They're at home, obviously. And Brentford, Ouattara looked, from what I heard and see, was alright. I know he scored a goal on his debut, to be fair, which is good. I just think Sunderland will win.
Alright, Tottenham versus Bournemouth. I think this will be a really good game. I think it's a shame that it's 3 PM on a Saturday, to be honest. I think this should be a really good 5:30 game or something, because I think this will be game of the weekend, if I'm being honest. I've gone for 3-2 Tottenham. I think Bournemouth put up a really good fight, but Tottenham under Frank, they do just really good, don't they? They're really good. I think they'll have the same thing under Ange, like when they did on their first season under Ange, where they go the first 10 games, they win all of them, they think they're going to win the league, then they play us in game week 10, and it's over. And the match day vlog will catch that anyway. But anyway, moving on from the match day vlog, I'm just obsessed with that 2.5k views at the moment. But anyway, yeah, Tottenham, I think Richarlison and obviously Brennan Johnson on fire as well. Yeah, they just look really good as a team. Obviously, Pat May. So I mean, in Sky Sports Team of the Week, most of the players were Tottenham players. So yeah. I think they will just be better in Bournemouth. I think Semenyo is performing really well for Bournemouth. Obviously, Clive got a goal this weekend. I think they should have won 1 or 2-0, although Wolves did have 10 men. But yeah, I think Bournemouth are always going to win that game, to be honest.
Tottenham v Bournemouth. See, we did see. I predicted for a 2-2 draw. I should have known. European champions. We were always going to win that. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win again. Oh, the defence looks so good. Paulinho. Wow, do I love that man. I hear don't fall in love with lone players. I've fallen in love with him. He's brilliant.
Alright, Wolves at home to Everton, also 3 PM on a Saturday. I've gone 2-1 Everton. I think this is a really hard one to predict as well. I think it could go either way, to be honest. I just rate Everton more than Wolves, to be honest. I know Wolves have Strand Larson, players like Andre and Gomez, obviously Agbadu at the back. I don't know. I just don't know about Wolves. Obviously Totti's suspended now. I can just see Everton beating them, to be honest. Like, I think Everton, obviously Jack Grealish, he's on fire, and then Dye, he's such a baller. I actually texted Bob about this when the Everton game was on. I think Dye is a right baller. But, anyway, that's what I think they'll win. I think Everton just have a better side than Wolves, to be honest, and I think they will win.
Wolves, Everton. It's a weird one. I've watched both a Wolves game, lost to City, got battered, and they just didn't look too good against Bournemouth either. And Everton just won against Brighton. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Wolves win. And Wolves, I don't know what it is with them. I don't know what it is. They just don't seem too good yet, if you know what I mean. Like, normally Strand Larson last season was scoring goals, but he hasn't looked up to it at the start of this season.
Right, Leeds versus Newcastle, 5:30 on a Saturday. I mean, this is a bit of a shit Saturday 5:30 game. I mean, I don't know why they put it on, is it? But oh well, what you can't do. I mean, can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? But I've gone 4-1 Newcastle. I think Leeds just don't have that facilities. Obviously they got battered 5-0 by Arsenal on Saturday. I just think Leeds are going to go down. To be honest, I think they're going to be bottom place for me. I know they won against Everton, but I think it was a dodgy handball decision. Do you know what I mean? I just see that I see Leeds going down bottom. I think a lot of people see Leeds staying up, but I definitely don't see that, to be honest. Obviously Newcastle, they look really, really good. I'm recording on Monday night, by the way. I think I've said that already. But tonight they was really, really good, I thought, against Liverpool. They was really unlucky. Obviously Anthony Gordon is going to be out for this game, but I think Newcastle will still be better than Leeds. That Asula scored, obviously. Isak, I just don't know what's going to happen with him, to be honest. Like, I don't know if the Newcastle fans will ever take him back after what he's put him through, but I mean, there's always a chance. You know what I mean? Like, you can never say never, but I just think Isak has absolutely fucked himself over here. Like, he's broken all the bridges with his connection with the fans, connection with his probably teammates. I mean, that morale in that dressing room must be absolutely destroyed. I mean, not at the moment, because obviously there's big team spirit. I actually predicted Newcastle to beat Liverpool 2-1, but obviously that didn't happen. I think they could have beat Newcastle if they had 11 men, but they didn't. Obviously Anthony Gordon flying into Van Dijk. I mean, anyway, Newcastle 4-1. I think Newcastle do decent this season, to be fair, now after the first two games.
Newcastle v Leeds. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, I think. Newcastle, a few injuries to their midfield, suspension to Gordon, I think will just lack them a bit, I think, in quality against Leeds. I know they ain't that good, but I'm going to go 1-1, and I think Leeds will. I think they're at home as well, so they're going to have the home atmosphere on their side. So 1-1 Leeds.
Brighton versus City. Alright, this is my upset of the weekend. I've gone 2-1 Brighton. I don't know what's in me saying this, but I just feel Brighton are going to beat City. I feel like it should be one of the magic nights of the Alex, but it's not even a night, is it? It's bloody afternoon, but I don't know why. I'm just seeing Brighton beating them 2-1. Obviously it's a prediction, do you know what I mean? Obviously got a good team. They got Belieber, they got bloody Matoma. I mean, they've just got a good team. I think City have got a really, really good team. And to be honest, I actually thought after the first game week City might win the league this year, and then they went and lost to Tottenham. I know Tottenham's their bogey team or whatever, but I can just see Brighton causing a big upset here out of the Amex, beating them 2-1. That's what I think anyway. I think Haaland would drop an absolute stinker, to be honest, but I think like Cherky or like Reinders will get a goal or something.
Brighton, Man City. I think Man City are going to win 3-0. They didn't look good against us at all, City. Like, I thought they looked actually awful, to be honest. I think I don't know if that's just because we didn't let any of their main men play well, if you know what I mean. Haaland did nothing. Romero just sat on him all game, so... But he'll be back for that game. I don't remember if I just said a score, but I'm going to go 3-1. I can't remember if I said one.
Alright, Forest versus West Ham. This is a big talking point for me this week because I actually thought West Ham might beat us, on Friday. All my mates said to me, Alf, there's no way they're beating you. Like, they're actually terrible. And I'm like, I just don't know. You can just never say never with Chelsea. And then when I saw them play on Friday, they are absolutely awful. They're actually terrible. Mate, like, 3 passes were just cutting their whole team open. Do you know what I mean? It was absolutely awful. Like 3 passes were cutting them open. And, it was a bit mad, to be honest. West Ham just looked awful, to be honest. And Forest, 4-1. Although I said Forest, I don't think they have a great season. By the way, Nuno's on the verge of sack, I've heard anyway. Yeah, I predicted that as my first second of the season, so might be on for a big prediction there. But yeah, I've just got Forest 4 and West Ham. They're a lot better than West Ham, aren't they? Obviously I think they smash them at home at the City ground.
Forest v West Ham. 3-0 Forest. Liverpool v great. What is this? What an interruption this is.
By the way, relegation scare in my opinion. I think they could actually go down. Liverpool versus Arsenal. I think it's be a really boring 4:30 on a Sunday game. I mean, it could be a really good game. Obviously, Arsenal got Saka out. Liverpool got Frimpong out. And I still think Liverpool look a bit vulnerable defensively. I've just gone 1-0. I think it's just going to be a bit boring. I can't really say much more, to be honest. We'll see what the weekend brings between them two teams. Obviously, that could be prove to be a big game in the title race. So, we'll have a look.
What is this about? Proper off button, that is. Liverpool v Arsenal on the 4:30 kickoff. I think Arsenal are going to beat them 1-0. Liverpool, they've won both games, bear in mind. They've played awful, which is good that they've managed to win that, but nowhere near to the levels Liverpool should be out if they want to win the league again. And Arsenal, again, just look good, and it's annoying to say. But I mean, they were playing Leeds, but you know what I mean? But still scoring 5 is still hard. If you know what I mean? I'm going to go, 1-0 Arsenal. I'm staying with that.
Villa versus Palace, 7 o'clock on a Sunday. Well, one awful kick-off time, for the fans, especially for the Palace fans going away. That is awful for them. 7 o'clock on a Sunday. That is a horrible kick-off time. Anyway, I've gone 1-0 Palace. I think I see Palace actually just turning up and beating them 1-0. I think it'd be like a Mateta header or something. I feel Palace beating them. I think Villa are gonna have an awful season. I think they might do a Spurs. I think they might have go 16th or 15th, and maybe potentially win the Europa League. But that's what I can see Villa doing this season. They don't really look bad, to be honest. I mean, I well thought they were going to beat Brentford, but they didn't. They lost 1-0. So, well, I mean, you lot should know they lost 1-0, but,
Villa v Palace. Villa haven't looked good enough this season, as of yet. I don't know if it's only been 2 games, but I expected Villa to start well, and they haven't. And Palace, I think, have looked decent, to be fair. I'm going to go 2-1 Palace. The game of the weekend. It's my time to pick. I'm going to go Arsenal-Liverpool. I know I only said 1-0, and obviously game of the weekend you want 4 or 5 goals in it, but I don't think that'll happen. I think it's going to be end-to-end, but Arsenal defence will get them over the line. So that's my game of the weekend, that one.
Alright boys, that is the end of the video. Some rogue predictions from me there, to be honest. Brighton beating Man City is probably the roguest one. Maybe we'll see next Wednesday how that goes, that prediction. The match day vlog is going to be the next video up on Saturday. Hopefully I'll have it up by 4 or 5 PM. But hopefully we beat Fulham Saturday. Thank you for everyone that watched the West Ham vlog. That could be a proof massive for this channel. I'll catch you in a bit.